We will go ahead and get right into it with our first email question, and it's from Callie. She says, my husband was badly burned using our gas grill. We swapped our empty tank for a full one at a gas station, and he's sure something was wrong with the tank. What should we do?
Callie, the very first thing to do is make sure, of course, after everything's kind of taken care of with your husband, make sure that you secure the gas tank, the gas grill, or the gas tank, excuse me. Gas tanks have an expiration date on them, and people don't understand that. I didn't know this until just maybe 10 years ago, 20 years into my legal career. Gas tanks, the cylinders that you buy at the different box stores, gas stations like you did in this particular situation, they have a stamped number on it that tells you when it was manufactured, and in the United States at 6 years they're supposed to be taken out of service. In Canada they are taken out of service at 4 years. And there's a reason for that. They can be refurbished, so they get another stamp that's placed on there. So that's the very first thing that you do. And of course, call a personal injury law firm that can investigate this. We handled a case like this a couple of years ago. There was a gas explosion, and it created a flash fire. And what happened there, 3 people were burned. We had one of the folks that we represented receive second-degree burns, and people say, oh, it's just second-degree burns, that heals. No, these second-degree burns were all over this gentleman's arms. We had to get experts from around the country. Actually, a burn expert from Harvard University gave testimony in the case. We also had our experts lined up to show that the gas cylinder should have been placed out of service, and it was not. And so there's liability for people who were using that particular gas cylinder. There could have been gas cylinder, they filled it up themselves, so there could have been liability for the place that filled it up had somebody else been filling it up. If you take it someplace to get it filled up, in this particular instance, they probably went to, I don't want to mention any names of the companies, so they probably went to one of the cages and swapped it out. And in swapping it out, those companies are responsible for inspecting the gas grill. So just because it might not be out of service, there are other things that can go wrong with the gas cylinder itself. There can be issues with the cylinder, issues with the seals. So make sure you protect that, keep that. I hope your husband's doing well and recovering well from the burns. The burns are very significant. When your body's responding and your body's skin is responding to the burns, sometimes they can thicken and it creates contractures. It's very painful, and you have multiple surgeries that go on. That's not including the skin grafting that may need to take place. So please get with a personal injury law firm that understands this type of mechanism of injury and also understands the injury itself. We'd be happy to help you, but there are also others out there that can do it as well.
Yeah, those burn injuries can be really, really painful, and those are all great pointers